What's going on, you guys? I have been having a field day trying to learn German lately, and I was just a little curious about linguistics in general. I didn't really even use the word linguistics other than over the past couple of weeks once I started learning about different languages across Europe. So I got the inside scoop. We got plenty of people out here giving some good content on linguistics and language, and it should be a fun time. Smash the like button, buckle up, let's go.
It's fair to say there's a healthy rivalry between the Brits and the Americans, right? Fair to say. And I've spent quite a lot of time on TikTok, just, you know, really enjoying myself at like the pride of like things that are English or things that are British and things that we say correctly and the Americans don't. You know, translations of languages and words and European words that the Americans say in an awful Americanized way, right? Now, I've been having a hard week because, firstly, we found out that Haagen-Dazs is American. It's not German, it's not Danish, it's not Swedish. It's never been any of those things. I didn't even know that. It's American. It was made in the Bronx, okay, in 1961. That name, Haagen-Dazs, is made up. We've all been
does sound
duped.
German.
Now, the Americans have been duped. The English have been duped. We thought it was fucking German, okay?
Yeah.
That was okay, because it was just of all of us. The joke's on us, isn't it, Brits and Americans? The joke is, in fact, the joke's on the world. The second one, which has been really, really, really hard for me to take, is that tea bags were invented by an American. They were actually invented by an American chap, but initially initially invented by two American women, right, in Wisconsin. Right? Does that sound British to you? No, it doesn't, does it? The fucking tea bag, right? The tea bag, okay? But I've got another one. And I'm going to have to hold my hands up here, because at this stage, I'm struggling, okay? Right, okay. The fashion designer, Ralph Lauren, right? Ralph Lauren, even as I say that,
yeah.
Right? Ralph Lauren in England, okay?
Where's he going?
In England, we are absolutely convinced it's Ralph Lauren, right? It's Ralph Lauren. Why? Because we think he's French, right? We think the brand is French, and we think because we're English, we know best, and we say, "Oh, you mean Ralph Lauren?" Like that is just. So when I've come over to the United States of America. I've come over here, right? And everyone's, you know, oh, is that Ralph Lauren? Is that Ralph Lauren? And I'm thinking, you uneducated idiots. I'm literally like, fucking, I mean, guys, it's Ralph Lauren. It's French. We all know that. Well, you know, and having to deal with the Americans. Oh my gosh. It's like a croissant, right? Croissant. And it's like a chaise lounge.
Yeah, I say croissant.
It's a chaise lounge. They've completely ruined it. They've ruined it. So there's me thinking, America.
Okay. This guy's hilarious. I love his energy. This is fantastic. All right, let's keep going. They said people say Ralph Lauren. That's hilarious.
With Ralph Lauren. Oh, it's Ralph Lauren. And I'm thinking you're just stupid. Well, no.
Stupid.
No, Lukey. No. The joke is on this guy. In my day job, I was on a phone call with the people at Ralph Lauren. And one of my colleagues was repeatedly saying Ralph Lauren because we're English. That's how you say Ralph Lauren. And we were called up on it, and they said, just to let you guys know, because we're obviously going to go, we're obviously going to be doing some business with you guys. The correct pronunciation is Ralph Lauren. And I'm thinking, even the people that work for him have got it wrong. No. Ralph Lauren is American. Ralph Lauren's American. He's from New York, and he's got a ranch in Colorado. Fuck. Why do we... What? Right? The tea bag.
This is great.
The electric kettle, I'm being told. News just in, Luke. News just in. The electric kettle was invented by an American. Fucking bollocks. Huh? thinking, I'm still not believing Ralph Lauren, the actual company, who were telling me with their faces and mouths. Google, help me! I'm going to check with Google. I'm going to check with AI. Surely that knows better than the people that work at Ralph Lauren. A lot of British people think that Ralph Lauren is in fact French, or that the company is French and the brand is pronounced Ralph Lauren. This is incorrect. Ralph Lauren is an American who was born to Jewish parents whose original name was Ralph Lifshitz. Ralph Lifshitz! He changed his name. He changed his name to Lauren because he was being bullied at school. Is that French? There's nothing French in my head!
Okay, I gotta stop it there. Oh, this is Luke is alive. I'll have his link down in the description below. Actually, I gotta get follow. He is hilarious. I love his little mannerisms and everything. That's great. All right, let's go through the comments. Ralph Lauren is the epitome of American culture. Why do you think he puts the U.S. flag on his clothes? He's also the official designer for the U.S. uniforms at the Olympics. Where is the French? Maybe this is all obvious to you. Laughing. Oh, that's funny. Every time a British person brings up pronunciation of croissant, ask them to say taco, tortilla, paella, or quesadilla. Do you guys say quesadilla? How do you guys say quesadilla? That's weird. I'm sorry, Luke, and we never really have had beef with the UK until social media revealed the one-sided beef. Yeah, we don't have beef with the UK. Ralph Lauren is peak American fashion, like old money American fashion, with a hint of France. I love how he's in the comments. The only people who care about the UK-USA rivalry is UK. USA could care less. LOL. There is no rivalry. I don't think so. Where would the Brits be without their orange canned beans made by Heinz, an American company? We'd be lost. All right, that was great. Hilarious. All right, let's check out another one.
Wow. That was a very good attempt at speaking our language, which objectively is very hard. However, for the sake of this conversation, let's stick to something that perhaps you're more comfortable with, like English.
Pardon, bonjour, où est le pain?
Oh my god, what? What are you trying to say? No, that was the worst attempt at French I've ever heard. Don't ever do that again in your life. I hate you, you're fat, you're dumb, and worst of all, you're American. Just
Okay, really quick. I have to pause it before he gets to the next one. I've heard this stigma about France and the French people quite a bit, that when you're trying to speak French to them, if you're not doing it like perfectly fluently, they will get really upset with you. And also, I'm sure we've all heard that French people are rude. I don't quite believe that. I'm sure it's just a cultural thing because I have plenty of French people in the audience. You guys write me all the time. You guys seem like amazing people, but this is a, this is a thing.
shut up, speak English, eat a few baguettes, and then go home. Okay?
Scusi, sì, buongiorno.
Oh, your Italian is amazing.
What?
No, for real, your Italian is unbelievable. You're American and you speak like this. You're one of us. Oh, ascolta questa. Ha detto buongiorno, ma la senti? Good job, buongiorno.
Oh my God,
good
thank
job.
you.
Oh, she's very, very good.
Are
Say
you
something
serious?
else. Do you know anything else in Italian?
I guess vaffanculo?
Oh my God, you are Italian, you're one of us.
All
Give
right,
her
we're
the
kissing,
citizenship.
okay?
Give her the passport. She's one of us. Here, take this. You passed the Italian citizenship test. It's yours.
How did you get me a passport?
Wow.
Oh god, that was great. I fucking love that. All right, we're gonna check out the comments here. Wrong. French will reply in French. All right. As an Italian, I confirm this is 100% true. All right, you guys, I'm trying to learn German. Maybe I should try and pick up Italian instead. That would be a little bit better. I don't know. German people seem really, really nice too. So I'm not learning French. I know that much. Eastern Europe. Laugh out loud. Now say, insert swear here. Oh, God, I was saying word. Slavs. Why? Why would you put yourself through the torture of learning our language? I've heard that the Slavic languages are... What, can I not talk today? Slavic languages are a little hard to learn. Now, worst thing with France is that they get mad either way. If you don't speak French flawlessly, they get mad. If you speak English, they also get mad. Guys, My French audience, what are we doing? Help me understand. You guys want people to speak French or English? Which is it? Because this is like a recurring thing that I hear quite a bit about the French. That looks like it is in, what is this, Russian right here? Oh, I can't do the transcribe here. Eastern Europe excluded as usual. No. They only did one country. They did France. As an Italian, I see foreigners learn Italian better if you hype them up. All right, so maybe that's why they do it. Eastern Europe just feels sorry for the learners. All right, so I got to get German down before I try learning any other language.
The design of the euro is awesome because it's linguistically neutral. It represents every language spoken in the EU. The euro is printed by the European Central Bank, whose initials are ECB in English. But the problem is, depending on what language you're speaking, the initials might be different. So how do you decide what initials to put on the bill? The solution? Just write them all down. Here you can see we have BCE for variants thereof for the Romance languages, then ECB for English, as well as many other languages, YCB for Bulgarian, EZB for German, EKP for Finnish, Epsilon Kappa TAF for Greek, then we have EKB for Hungarian, we have BCE for Maltese, we have EBC for Polish, and here you can see I wrote in ESB for Croatian. Croatia only joined the EU in 2013, which means only bills printed after 2013 have ESB. And yes, this bill was printed in 2014, but it took them a couple years to update the process to add ESB. And despite 24 official languages in the EU, you only need 3 scripts to represent them all. The Latin script for 22 of the languages, the Greek script for Greek, and the Cyrillic script for Bulgarian.
That's really interesting. I had no idea. I don't think I've ever seen a euro bill. I did check out, what did I check out? A Swiss franc bills, really, really cool. That's like the coolest money I've ever seen, but that was like one of the first times I've ever actually seen a euro bill up close. Why are there even the ones that are not using the euro? Which ones on there are not using the euro? Had to have been, I don't know. I wouldn't describe it as linguistically neutral, but rather linguistically inclusive. Yep, that's kind of true. You pronounced EKP very well. I don't know what that means. E is in Bulgarian, not JE. Okay, you guys, I can't read all of this. I wouldn't say it's linguistically neutral, but it's definitely linguistically inclusive. Yeah, someone else has said that. Are you copying a comment? Not every language spoken, but every official language. Basque is spoken inside EU and it's missing. Oh, I didn't know that. I'll check this one out.
How long does it take to learn official language of a European country? 12 weeks, easy. 24 weeks, fairly easy. 30 weeks, 44 weeks. Good luck.
12 weeks, 24 weeks, 30 and 44 weeks. None of those really even seem that long. I mean, how long are you studying for? Do you have to do like a certain amount every day? I would definitely lean more towards the 24 and 30 weeks languages. So
the black one. What do you think is the hardest language to learn in Europe? Which country is on the black? 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Surprise, surprise. It is the Ugric language, Finno-Ugric languages.
Okay.
I'm not an language expert, so don't come at me. But I know what the Finno-Ugric language is these guys. Finland, Estonia, and the beautiful country of Hungary, Magyars.
Hungary.
Magyar.
Just says good luck.
Is Budapest in there. All right, so why are these languages so hard to learn? Why? Well, it's really complicated because they're not related to any other language in Europe. They're like their own little family. They sound alike, but they're not the same language at all. Like I think the Estonians understand the Finns. Finns definitely don't understand Estonians. Nobody understands the Hungarians. But it's really curious about Hungary, by the way. It used to be part of Austrian-Hungary Empire. They've done really well for themselves. They're so well located. They have all these nice countries around them. On the east side, they have Romania, which is a Romance language. It's closer linked to Italian and France than it is to any of its neighbors. On the south, they have Croatian, which is Slovenian, Slavic language. And on the west, they have German language, Austrian. And so why are they speaking such an interesting language?
So German's going to be 24 weeks? I feel like that's
apparently it was because a long time ago, from somewhere from Asia, from North Asia, the Mongolian tribes and with the various tribes brought and immigrated through Ukraine and settled down into nice plains of Hungary where they found lush places to and mild climate to do agriculture and crop stuff like people used to do. Anyway, back to Finland. Such an interesting country. Part of the European Union, one of the richest countries in the world. So different from its neighbors. Sweden, Norway, and Denmark are all Swedish-speaking countries. One.
It's crazy that Norway is right there, but it's also so hard when it's so close to countries that are very easy. Interesting.
Which is Denmark, which used to rule all of these, plus Iceland, which is for some reason not expanded there.
Also, that's pretty wild that English is 12 weeks, but correct me if I'm wrong. I used to hear this all the time when I was growing up. If you're a non-English speaker, English is actually one of the harder languages to learn. And maybe it's American English because we don't know how to spell, but I always heard that. Maybe it's not true. You ever like have those things in your head that you remember when you were a kid that you like learned and then like carry with you and then you become an adult and then somebody like fact checks you in real time and you're like, oh shit. I've been having this idea in my mind my whole life, and it was completely wrong.
But they all kind of understand each other. Except I don't think anyone really understands Danish unless they're completely wasted. But anyway, I have no idea why is Dutch there. Dutch should be in the black. I don't know anyone who's actually learned Dutch. Have you learned Dutch? If you learned from Dutch, please let me know how did you do that. But that one should not be there, and that one should not be there. So these two countries should definitely.
How do you know? You haven't learned it.
And obviously, easiest ones to learn. By the way, Ireland is not English speaking. I mean, there are, but they also have a language called Gaelic. But let me know which one was the hardest language for you to learn, and is it right that these three countries should be in black?
Yeah, I'm curious as well. So comment on this video as well. Let me know which ones are the hardest to learn. Somebody told me that Dutch is very similar to, I think, was it German? German and Dutch are pretty similar. So I don't think that he says that Dutch should be way harder, but I don't know if that's true. All right. Good luck on learning Polish in 44 weeks. All right. So that's not long enough. Netherlands being blue is really funny because no way. From Germany, only 30 weeks? No chance. Yeah, I don't think... am I looking at this completely incorrect? No, I was. I'm R-worded. As a Finn, best of luck. Even I don't understand the grammar. 24 weeks to learn Danish? Oh, sure. Okay, so this may be completely wrong.
You know what's mind-blowing in Europe is that people will say something like, my English is not very good, but I will help you the best I can. And all I can think is, brother, you're having a full-blown conversation with me, a little bumpy, full-blown conversation in a foreign language, which is fucking impressive, and you claim you don't really know the language. Meanwhile, my Anglophone homies back at home will be able to say something like, quiero un vino, por favor, and maybe one or two other memorized phrases, just because that's all they remembered from high school, and they'll claim, yeah, I speak some decent Spanish. The standard for claiming to be able to speak a language in the Anglophone world is so fucking low. Let's pick up our game.
Fun fact, I took Spanish in high school. I don't remember any. I remember absolutely nothing. I was not the best high school student, though, either. Not because I was dumb. I just didn't go a lot. But yeah, I don't remember any of my Spanish. I can do like a couple of phrases and sentences, but for the most part, yeah, none. I think sometimes Spaniards say that because they're conscious of their accent. Maybe. I love it when people go into an in-depth explanation of how bad their English is, but they do it in perfect English. Yeah, it's kind of true. We experienced that too here. I know we only have one other language in America and it's not everyone speaks it, but Spanish is spoken quite a bit. Like if we go in somewhere, it is the only other language. Like I was just at the state fair this last weekend and on the rides, they'll be doing the announcement in English and they do it in Spanish. So it is there. It's just a lot of the Spanish people or Mexican people here in the States, they can get across English pretty well and it sounds good. It's because we grew up with high standards for languages. We genuinely feel insecure talking if it's not perfect, even if we can perfectly get the point across. It's literally a must to take an English state exam in parts of Europe. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I always think that my English is so wrong, but it's the best I can. I tell myself that others don't know my language at all. You know, it's pretty wild to me that I can do a channel in English and all of you guys know what I'm saying.
All right, everyone. How would you say this time in your language? Starting with you, UK? 7:25. So straightforward. I like it. And France? Bah, 7h25. So that's 7:25, which is pretty much the same. And what about you, Spain? Las 7:25. So 7:25, which is really quite similar to France and the UK. And what about you, Portugal? Também dizemos 7:25. Great. Well, it sounds like we're all in agreement that this should be some version of 7:25. So I guess my work here is done. Excuse me? Yes, Netherlands? Well, in Dutch, actually, we like to say het is 7:30. Did you just say 5 before half 8? Are you crazy? What's the problem? It makes perfect sense. It's just short for saying 5 minutes before half an hour before 8. Netherlands, we're trying to tell the time here, not solve a math equation or hit the minimum word count on an essay. Whoa, why are you picking on me? I'm not even the only one who does this. Yeah, we do it too. All of you.
What?
Straight to jail.
That's a pretty crazy way to say the time. I had no idea. No idea. I knew this was going to be about the duchies. As a duchy, I had a hard time with half hours in English. In Dutch, half 8 means half before 8, not after. I wonder why. I wonder how this happens. Like somebody does it completely different. Germans too. Germans do it too that way? I didn't know that. As a duchy, I was waiting for 5 vor half 8. The best part is the UK would say half 7 and the Dutch would say half 8 and they both mean 7:30. That's pretty funny. All right, I think we got one more.
Got some more words in English, French, Italian, and Spanish, and I want you to tell me what they are in German.
Okay, here we go again.
English, butterfly. French, papillon. Italian, farfalla. Spanish, mariposa.
They're all so different.
So what do you think it is in German?
Yeah, they're pretty different.
Obstacle. I'm joking.
What?
Okay, it's no, I can't. Okay, I'm going to say it as sensible as possible.
Yeah.
Schmittenling. Potato. Pomme de terre. Patata. Barbie. What is it in German?
Mushy Kraken.
To be fair, you're not far off.
You're lying.
It's Krakentoffel.
Okay.
Wait, let me say that again. This one's a bit difficult. Hippopotamus. Hippopotam. Hippopotamo. Hippopotamo. What is it in German?
Okay, they all sound the same.
Schwarzwaffeln.
How do you come to
I don't know.
No, it's Nipford. Okay, last one.
Yeah.
Marriage. Mariage. Matrimonial. Casamento. What is it in German?
Groundflissen.
Groundflissen. Not far off. I'm gonna say it. Yeah. We'll piss everyone off.
Yeah.
I've got some more words in English.
All right, that was hilarious. It was pretty funny. Are these guys, like British guys, do a podcast? Lloyd and Matt. All right, check them out. I'll have the link down in the description below. The comments looks like everyone's laughing at Krakentoffel. Potato in German is pronounced more like Kartoffel, but what you said sounded good, so go off, King. Krakenhaus was always my fave. Somebody says, okay, Nilpferd is kind of cute. Highlight of German lessons was the song Was ist dein Leiblenfosch. Oh gosh. Okay, so I found this and I've been listening to this every now and then, and let me know what you think. The girl, it's kind of weird. It's got like kids and then a girl with like big old knockers singing the song, but yeah, the actual song was a little interesting for me to kind of like hear German spoken in a very easy and slow way. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna end it there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Peace.